Hey guys, just another gamer here, and today I'm going to do on the Trial Ascension. That is the normal mode for floor 90 because I think the rest of the stages there will not be much an effect unless these stages are actually in hard mode. So next month we probably have like a good show to watch on like all these Trial Ascension. So for this month, I think that okay we have this stage which is Sylvia and Cardis and Verdi. So apparently the strategy for this, I feel that of course you gotta CC all of them because Silver, if she were to bring any of them, that means there could be like Cardis or Verdi. One thing is that they will minus one turn of cooldown. Secondly, if she actually pulls Cardis, Cardis will have this passive which will actually brand your unit. And then if Cardis were to actually kill on one of your units, there is an attack bar boost of 30% for all of the opponents because Cardis isn't on your team, of course. Then on top of that, there's also Vertigo. I mean, most of you guys will be like very familiar with Vertigo. This is the 40% for the skill 1 if because it's 2 hits, 20% per critical rate. So I mean you gotta make that critical hit for them, that is. Then you'll get like this 20% bar boost. Okay, I think I don't need to touch much about this because everybody should know about Vertigo. Especially those of you guys who have Vertigo, of course. Then we have this stage floor 70 which I actually auto through, and then it was a little bit scary because my units were like going to like AoE off them, and then this Dark Elven Ranger would keep countering me back. Then this Fire Wall Bear keeps provoking me. So I think this stage is like a little bit of like irritation I guess. Then another stage we have is 50, which I don't really think there's much of an issue because okay, there's quite a fair bit of issues because one thing is that Poseidon will reduce your bar by 75% and then put on the slow. That's like a mass AoE slow. This is like a PvP Hathor which I've been saying like for the past few times. Then Foucault, which on the default skill will actually put on like the slow. And then if it's uses on the second skill, say like Poseidon's goes first, and then this unit were to do on the second hit. If that unit is already slow, that slow will be changed to a stun. So I mean, of course you do not want stun to happen, just like in Varamor stage. Last but not least, we have is the wound hack. So wound hack, I hope I'm pronouncing it wrong correctly. So wound hack second skill is that it will it's the angry wave, which is same as the I think Gludong. Yeah, Gludong, which is the water Taoist. So both of them have this skill whereby both hits can actually put a slow, but if the unit is already on slow, it can become an add-on which will become a stun. So I think this stage can be also quite interesting if like it's on the hard mode. Then I think apart from this, for the hard mode stages, I feel that the stages which could be quite intriguing for me or fun is that the 60 with Velmos, but I think I've done 70 on Velmos before, so this one shouldn't be much of an issue for me. And then 90 which will be Artamiel, so I mean I kind of feel a little bit motivated after seeing through on like what's on this current months. Yep, correction on that. Then 80 will be okay, can auto. 70 I can also auto, so yeah, but of course there are also other teams which I use which can actually do through without this. So I didn't know there is like the light vampire, but Camilla stages won't go that high. Like I think I haven't seen Camilla stage like at 40 or something like that. So I mean this should be alright. Only that you probably can't kill this guy. Okay. I mean I'm like driving away from like my topic for today and the thing that I'm gonna do today. So I'm not sure how much time that I wasted. Sorry about that. Then what I have planned today is that I'm going to do on this silver stage with the Vertigo and Cardis, and right after that I'll be changing another team, and then I'll be doing this boss again because I do not want to just say that this team is so OP that I can only use this team to execute. Probably only that if you're saying that it's on the Trial Ascension against Live Rift mode, this is the only team that I can use because the other team or other teams I don't really know how to use it all. So I revamped on these guys like I said in my one of the recent videos. I actually changed like most of them like super speedy up. So let's see. The only one that isn't slow is the, I think it's called is it called Gemini or Corona? Yeah, Corona. So I think we just go straight for this light Harpoon because she's the only one that isn't asleep. So if you guys are like asking me like how I actually do on like my trial session with this team, this is how I do. All of them are like rune on attack base. So let's see. Do we go first? I think I'll go for a sleep. Okay, because I know that my mobs can't catch up for that. It may look fast on like these kind of stages like normal floor 90 kind of stuff, but if I were to be at like floor, I think you can say like around 480 ish or like 70 still alright for hard mode, but 80 onwards is for this team to actually pass to the boss. I can take quite long also, but what this team does is that it guarantees me the win for sure. I mean, okay, I won't say for sure, but at least 90% chance. Because if there could be like resistance that the opponent doesn't sleep, then I'm like a little bit screwed on that. So I think I wouldn't go for like the, okay, I do not know what that skill does, but yeah, that's all. So I'm like giving myself like a first-hand experience, and I'll see through like what this stage is like. I shouldn't use on like this speed buff. Okay, so there's this. I don't know who are these people. I mean, their names, of course. I know that I always pull on like the light Elven Ranger, which I fed them all off. Okay, so we'll work on like one by one. Then right after that, we'll proceed on to the boss stage. Okay, did not crit on that, which, but I hope that it crits on like the next stage because that's the boss stage. I'm actually quite tempted to see this in like hard mode. I mean for this stage, because it's going to be quite fun. Like what the enemies were to do on like all these weird skills, and then although they removed the OG stage, but I think that this could be quite a little bit fun. Okay, we're gonna save the skills this time. I'm definitely saving the skills for this right now. Okay, so I only got hit once, which should be alright. Because I'm gauging this upon like in hard mode how it's gonna be like. Okay, so now we are at the boss for floor 90. This is against Sylvia. I got all of them under slow. Let's try on the delayed promise. Okay, we really get one of this unit that isn't on the sleep. But anyways, I'm like gonna go for like my usual. I'm gonna try something. I'll try to make this asleep. Okay, so of course the usual way would be just to do auto for, I mean for my case. Because I trust this team pretty much. And I jack up quite a fair bit of their runes. At least like, I think my Hua was like 160 speed. Right now it's like, I think almost 190. That's what happened for me for the last 1 month. Okay, so this will be the LD scroll. I haven't really seen on like what happened during the battle phase of the auto, because I'm like all just looking at this map. I mean, I was just babbling away. Okay, so apart from that, the team that I use, I'm going to show you guys like the other team that I also use. Okay, yep. And I gotta remove this from auto mode, of course. Let's do the Hellstorm straight up because I want to reduce some of the attack bar. I should go the other way because that will have, but that will be like better in terms of the damage. If I remember correctly, this Dark Brownie Magician will, if I have like buffs, they will change this into like sleep or something like that. So I think the skill name is called like Kindness Gone Wrong. And then I think this is pretty much easy. I mean for my standard of course. But then again, this team, even if I've shown this team before whereby it can like clear most of the stages in like Trial Ascension. So if you haven't gone through that, you could just refer to like the cards above on the top right. And otherwise I think I'll put that in the description bar below for like some of the links. So that's like I'll show you guys like the rough stats. That minimal stats should be good to go because I changed the stats. Most of them, all of them are now like 200 speed. We'll do the Polar War. So in my opinion, I think this stage isn't that really much because the Valmo stage has the the Rina and Brienne in like the second wave, which I think that one is like more important because all these I feel that they are like alright, so not too much of an issue with like this against these two waves. No damage done. The shield is like pretty strong, I guess. So of course this team wise, I wouldn't say if I were to auto on this, but because I wouldn't auto this even if like if this is on normal mode because I should be portraying like this team can work. But of course you need to know what you need to do and what to do of course. Then let's see. Oh crap. Okay, this might be a problem because there's only like 3 of them under slow and the rest of them, unless this stun can actually pull through. Kinda I would say that it pulled through. So I think I'll do the turbulence on, I think it's pretty alright if I do the turbulence on this Verde Hill. Because at the same time I was praying for like the stun. Then we'll do this. That's why I say that this team actually I would say that it's better to do this on manual. Okay, so they got like a fair bit of their bar back. Especially though that Verde Hill we just attacked together with Sylvia. The one on the left. Let's try to like outspeed them and then gain some speed to like counter them back. Because all of them will be like on kind of like super speed. Okay, so we got the branding. So I think it's alright. I do not want to get the second skill from these Cardis because that one actually slows me down and then I think it slows and reduces my attack power, so I feel that that one is like a little bit of problem. So for this case, this team should be able to tank because my Berserk is like having a fair bit of like defense and the respective stats. But as compared to like, if I'm using Additiona, of course, it might be a little bit like a problem because I can't provoke, that's number one. Unless I'm pretty sure that the team will be all fully CC'd, which is using Hathor. Then Berserk will be able to provoke and then do on defense buff in case of like anybody will get hit. Because my Bernard and my Spectra is like pretty very squishy. Yup, I guess so that should be like pretty all of what I have for today. So I think right after that I'm like gonna through. I think what I'm going to do is that I'll be autoing through like all these floors to like around I think like 70 or 80. So just to give you guys an idea like what I'm actually using for like my auto team right now. So okay, I remove Basalt again, which I want to have Basalt in. Okay, let me find. I have someone else which I want to use, but I can't remember who was the last one. Oh yeah, Chasun. Chasun's like the last one whereby I feel that because I know it's only like floor 46 for like hard mode, and I should be able to like auto through with like maybe just Basalt as a healer. I could place in the area, but I think that I'm actually planning this team to actually run through to like as much as like 60 or 70. So that's why I have like the Basalt defense buff and then Chasun for the heal. So I mean I'll just like play through like a few stages, then right after that we'll see like how this team can actually do. Okay, so now we'll be back to auto mode. So the idea for this team is that I want them to like do more dots. So Mantua, the Dark Serpent, has like a defense break and dot on the third skill. So Basalt can actually leverage that because my Basalt is like tanky and yet it is like the damage dealer. So using that with the the Hellstorm with this can have a look at the damage. It goes to like as much as like 10k we just saw. So I think that this could be like my current team that I actually want to work on for this month's Trial of Ascension for like the auto. So it seems pretty alright. So Ramos as per usual is just there to like do on like the dots, and then right after that it's just the dots and cleansing, because I don't want to take on anything like the defense breaks from like out of nowhere. So that's why I have this team lineup. So Beretta is because of obvious reasons, which is the double dots. I was planning something like Train, but I'm not too sure how much I want to try that out. But of course, having Train could be like quite fun, but he might get like 1-2 hits and then he's like dead. And Mantua has been like a hype ever since there was some changes in like I think like the previous or like quite recent of the balance changes. So a lot of people are actually building up on Mantua, and he has an AoE defense break which comes with a dot. So I mean the AoE defense break can actually help, be it be like the Net 3 arena or stuff, because I also use this in like my guild battles if like I want to do on like some form of like AoE. So this will be floor 47, which is the hard mode. So I think right after this I'm like done for today. Hopefully hope that I will see you guys in like the floor 90 stage, because that's like the only stage that I'm actually looking forward to. The rest of the stages wise, I don't do I don't think that it will matter, because I mean not that it's for me, but if you guys want, just feel free to send a request soon so that I can do on that. But then I'm not sure how long it's going to take, because I'm currently not on like any refill mode. I'm just like waiting for energy to like to get regen, in fact. Then after that I'll like just spam the energy off. That's how I'm actually doing it for like the past few days. It would be good and better if like I have like an attack buff, an attack debuff against them, so that in that case the damage that they would do will be like very minor. But I just want to try out Mantua here for like this trial ascension, so I'll probably update you guys. I mean, if you guys are following, of course. So whenever this Mantua were to proc a Violent, I think that is like a super damn good thing because example using the Poison Mist, which is based on his or her HP, its HP. Then right after that, able to do on like the slow, the Dark Blast, which is the second skill. So it's practically having the defense break and also the slow and also the dot. So damage are all based on HP. So I think that unit could be quite fun to use with. But the only problem is that it's a net 3 and then dark units, it can be like being hit by everybody. But at the same time, the advantages is that all of its attack will not be glance because of its dark elemental. Which is, I would say that will be like the point that I should make this, because apart from like Lure, which is only water type, then dark type I think is still better because I still have some likes towards light and dark units. So alright, then that's all for what I have to show for like today. That will be like the floor 90 and stuff. Then I think this will be the last stage I'm gonna auto. Then yep, so until next time, then I'll see you guys.